Buccaneers. We're in Prescott, Arizona, and we're going to show you the fun things you can do here. Our first stop is the Sharlot Hall Museum. They recommend you visit all this in number order, and the one I'm looking forward to is the Governor's Mansion. But first we're going to number 1, the John and Helen Lawyer Exhibit Center. It's this building. First is the prehistory of West Central Arizona. I thought that was a real person.
I'm doing the scavenger hunt. There are 2 scavenger hunts. There's a picture and a word.
Is that really what they wore?
That guy looks like he's using a wand.
Expecto Patronum!
Stumbled. This is the prehistoric axe. It's on the scavenger hunt. This exhibit is on toys.
They have interactive exhibits, and you can use the hand sanitizer when you're done. This map of Arizona is so cool. Right now we're in Prescott over there. It's Prescott, not Prescott. I keep having to remind myself that.
Right.
And then we've been to many places like Tucson, Phoenix. The best part is that by the Yuma space, it says go to jail because Yuma is like a prison town, or it used to be. Ah, creepy doll. Here's the Governor's Mansion. It was built on site in 1864 and housed the first territorial governor, John Goodwin. That's the room where the governor lived. This is a pantry.
I found another item. One more.
Now we're gonna check out the Sharlot M. Hall building.
I found the chuck flag. That's the last one. Now we're entering the ranch house.
This building represents a general ranch home in the 1930s.
It's a Fort Misery.
Misery, like sadness.
This is the Fort Misery.
Wait, what's the description? Why is it called Misery? Fort Misery is the oldest log cabin in Arizona. It was built half a mile from here and moved. It's the first law office.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah,
This served as the first of many things in Arizona, including law office and courthouse. And the doors are low so that the cabin can stay strong. Whoa, this is my perfect height. Look how small this door is.
Now this is about my height.
This is a replica of the first schoolhouse in Arizona because the original one burned down 50 years ago. This is the home of John Charles Fremont, the 5th territorial governor of Arizona. And that is the Sharlot Hall Museum, which had a lot of historical buildings and exhibits about the territorial area.
My favorite building was the Governor's Mansion.
And my building was the Fremont House, which was the 5th governor's home, because that one had a lot of interesting items and a great tour guide. Overall, the Sharlot Hall Museum is way better than I expected. It's probably one of my favorite historical museums just because of how organized the map is, and it took us to so many cool buildings. The tour guides were helpful and I learned history of Prescott. What's so funny? On to the next stop. Now we are at the Museum of Indigenous People.
What I said was, hello, my name is Manuel Lucero. I'm from the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma, and I am the executive director here at the Museum of Indigenous People in Prescott.
This cup was used for chocolate, and back then instead of putting sugar in chocolate, they used it with chilies, so it was literally hot chocolate, like the spicy hot. And this design is chocolate. I thought it was rattlesnake skin. Here you can see evidence of corn being placed on there, and that's because they stored corn inside pieces of clay or whatever this is, so that it was used as Tupperware.
In order to hunt, you had to be able to make these tools, right? Like arrowheads, projectile points, spearheads, knives, scrapers, all kinds of cool stuff. But the comal is still something being used today. What you do is you heat it up on the bottom, as you can see those young ladies doing there, grind up the corn, make a mush out of it, or moss out of it, put it down flat, it cooks, you flip it over, and you serve it like a bread to eat with your food. Recognize him?
No.
No, you never seen that guy before? Each one of the leggings in my pants is one deer, one buckskin. My moccasins are made from elk, particularly this area in the chest because it's very, very thick. My belt is made from buffalo hide. My aprons are of wool that we trade with our Navajo friends. And my shirt is made from cotton. The headdress I have on is made from porcupine guard hair.
A lot of their bows and equipment have feathers at the end, and it's not this one, but if there are eagle feathers, only Native Americans are allowed to collect them, and they must get a permit.
And if I get caught with an eagle feather without this card in my wallet, it's $10,000 for every feather and possibly 10 years in jail. Can you tell me the difference between those two? This one is fleshed out with wild turkey feathers, right? This one has golden eagle. This one is very plain and uncarved and unpainted. This one has a lightning bolt carved into it, so it strikes quick and deadly, like a bolt of lightning. He also painted it red to bring victory and success in battle. Then he painted the tip black to bring death to his enemy. He wanted to make sure that this arrow did its job, as opposed to the hunting arrow, which is more common. He combined his art and his spiritual beliefs, his religion, into an everyday practical item.
You have to choose one thing from the basket.
When you finish the scavenger hunt, you get a prize, and one of them that brother chose is this. It's like an arrowhead. Over here are Native American tools, and it says use at your own risk, so I think they're real. Oh yeah. And that is the Museum of Indigenous People.
My favorite part was the bingo that you could do, and then you get a sweet little prize like this.
And I liked seeing all the artifacts, especially the tools that they use for hunting, because hunting is a big part of the Native American lifestyle. And the most important fact is that when they used the animals, nothing went to waste. They would use every single last bit of the animal for whatever products. On to the next stop. We are at Watson Lake, and we're going stand-up paddleboarding with Born to Be Wild Adventures. All right, so the dock is way back there. We finally went against the wind and to this area. Hopefully the wind doesn't change direction on us. And now that we're anchored, it's time to leave the anchor. The dam is just over there, but the sign says keep off dam, so I don't think we should get closer. We found safety in a little cove, and it was fun to get here, but as you can see, the wind is crazy, so hopefully going back is easier.
I got a bit wet actually, and my hand was freezing.
What? No. Well, Okay, yes, I did splash Brother a little, but for the most part, this paddleboard's really sturdy. Shoot, did the wind reverse directions? The paddleboard is really sturdy, and we haven't fallen. I don't think we will. I hope I don't.
But I've got wet because he keeps splashing.
Okay, we're turning around now. All right, Brother is paddling. Say hi.
Hello.
And I get to relax finally.
Behind us is the dam. We finally reached it, but now we're gonna go back to the dock.
So we went close to the dam, and now we're kind of just relaxing on the way back, getting some more footage. I think it's helpful to be closer to the rocks because you feel safer. Although, when you're out in the middle, it's like you're in the sea. We found a nice little cove, and it has a lot of moss. And the water is still here, so it's like our first real resting place. The wind died down a lot. All right, so we're nearing the end. We have like 10 minutes left, and the dock is just around the corner. Brother, what did you think of this paddle boat experience?
I like paddling. I think I'm a much better paddler than him. And also seeing all the different coves and the dam was also very cool.
So Watson Lake is a great place to paddleboard. We had a fun time, especially trying to go against the wind. But coming back was fun too, since I didn't have to paddle. And it's really safe. I realized that I can take Cameron out and he won't drop.
Although I think I should have been paddling the whole time.
Although, wait, hold on. Actually, I don't recommend taking objects out. But, oh my gosh, the ducks are mad at us. Wait, hold on. Actually, wait. I'm going to get video of this. You don't have to worry about wildlife while you're on this lake, except that you do get to have fun seeing the ducks. Sometimes they'll approach you. Sometimes they'll fly away. That's it for this lake. Now we're going to our hotel. Now we're checking in at SpringHill Suites by Marriott. We're gonna give you a tour of our hotel room. So first, there's a huge flat screen TV, a bunch of drawers, a sink, mini fridge, microwave, coffee maker, and ice bucket. Here's a huge sofa, could probably fit 3 or 4 people, plus a cow. Then there's a table with a lamp, charger outlets, another huge flat screen TV, 2 queen-size beds, and wow. This is the clock. Oh my god. Here you can look into another bedroom. Just kidding, it's a mirror. Here's a sink, tissue box, towels, and soap. They even have paintings in the bathroom. Here are a bunch of towels, toilet, and the shower.
Now we're gonna go swimming in the indoor pool. Now I'm gonna go into the jacuzzi. That's so warm.
We're eating dinner in the dining area of the hotel where you can bring food in. What's great about this hotel is that it's adjacent to a plaza with a bunch of shops and eateries, including Panda Express, Chipotle, Sprouts, and Walgreens. We decided to go with a local restaurant called Brown Bag Burger. After dinner, we've decided to walk from our hotel to downtown Prescott for some dessert. It was a short 8-minute walk, and we're now at Franny's. At Franny's, there's a selection of ice cream with unique flavors such as Cookie Monster and Party Animal. Over here, you can get wet toppings and dry toppings on your dessert. One of the local favorites is Nitro Brew, which is like a root beer float, but instead of root beer, it's coffee. There's even soft serve frozen yogurt, and they make the flavors themselves.
They even have boba.
This is the Cookie Monster ice cream, which has M&M's, chocolate chip, and peanut butter. who would win in a fight. I think 100 chicken-sized horses would, because one horse-sized chicken doesn't seem that powerful.
Is it true?
Chickens aren't that strong. I got a small-sized waffle cone, and brother got a regular chocolate-dipped waffle cone. But I must say my small size is pretty big. You can ask for 2 different flavors. And I got the coffee and the Cookie Monster. Again, the Cookie Monster has M&M chocolate and peanut butter. And the peanut butter tastes so good.
I got a chocolate dipped regular cone with cookie ice cream.
It's like 50 degrees outside today, but inside the building it's nice and warm. So I think it'll put anyone in a good mood for ice cream. We're back at SpringHill Suites. We'll get a good night of sleep and be back tomorrow to explore more of Prescott.